back to the Career Success Academy. My name is Steve, and I'm here to work with you today on being able to transition from college to your career. Let's get started. There's certain things that in this challenging economy, people are finding that they need. Certain things or certain skills. And we're going to talk today about those things that former students, meaning you're graduating, you're moving forward into the workforce, actually need. And we're going to do these in no particular order. One of the things we're going to talk about is the ability to compete against others, whether it's writing your resume, submitting your resume, or the actual interview, and making sure that you compete well for that interview. So let's get started. Please, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and let's get started. So, the first thing we want to talk about is your ability to be adaptable and flexible. What does that mean? That means the job description may not be a perfect fit for who you are and what you want to do. Be flexible, be adaptable, convey that in your verbal and nonverbal skills. That means when you write your resume, when you're telling your story in an interview, be adaptable and flexible. Very, very important. The other thing is, make sure that you are up to date on the industry trends of what's going on in your industry. The more you know, the more knowledge you can convey, the better the interviewer is going to consider you to be as an asset to their organization. That's critical. Adaptability and flexibility. Let's move on to the second skill set that every hiring manager is looking for. Time management and your ability to be organized. Okay, we all know that when you're at college, you're not the most organized person in the world and there's a lot of distractions. Right. But I'm talking about your ability to equate your time management with productivity and getting your job done. Every employer is looking for that at this time. So when you interview, I want you to consider the perspective, and this goes for when you're writing your resume. Consider the perspective of the employer as much as you're considering what your perspective is. Goes back to adaptability and flexibility. The third thing that we're talking about here is communication. Your ability, verbal, nonverbal, and most importantly, your ability to listen. Your ability to read the job description and respond to the job description with your resume. If they call you for an interview, and when I say call, they can email you, for an interview, your ability to react and respond, your ability to do your research, and to present yourself in the best light that you possibly can, that is communication. Your ability, where I'm having problems right now, to speak clearly, concisely, so that if they have questions they'll ask, but you're conveying the idea that you're comfortable, you have confidence, and you're speaking well. The next point is networking. Networking is critical because maybe you know someone who has worked at or is working at the very same organization that you want to go to. How do you do that? Well, go to industry events. I know you're still in school, you're still, trying to advance your career. But if you can go to an industry event, maybe not far from where you currently reside or close to where you're going to school, it's very important because you will make more contacts and you will find people outside of your normal sphere. But I will say that if you join groups at your college, at your university, on LinkedIn, and on and on and on, you're going to be better off for each set of people you add to your network. And be genuine when you're talking to these people. They don't know who you are, so you can begin to tell your story so that they can respond to you if you do ask them, oh, you're working at such and such. I just saw they're looking for a person, they have a job opening. That's how you network. And they don't know you, you don't know them, but you have something in common, and that's your industry and your career. Some people like to build their online presence. On LinkedIn, they'll respond to different postings and put in their opinion and do stuff. There are pros and cons to doing that, because whenever you state your opinion, whenever you respond to someone, you're always going to find people who are trying to take the other position, because there's an awful lot of people out there and they all have different positions. So you have to kind of have a thick skin with that too. The other point I wanted to bring up, and this is the last point I wanted to bring up, is your ability to be a problem solver. Every employer is looking for someone who can solve problems, not create problems. There's 3 parts to problem solving. Your ability to gather information, to analyze that information, and ultimately to solve the particular problem. That might be a customer service or a support function. You're interacting with other people, and the best thing to do is to be able to convey to your prospective employer that you are taking into account all those different perspectives we talked about before. Whether it's a team member's perspective or your boss's perspective or a customer's, on and on. You want to convey to those people who will hire you that you are not a problem creator, you are a problem solver. You have an analytical mind, you like solving problems. If they come your way, you're not going to shy away from them. And whatever the process is, wherever they have you working, you might be out there on the front line solving problems, or you might be referring possible solutions to your boss to make the ultimate decision. Whatever the process is, you want to be on board. That is basically, in these challenging times, the sum, part, and parcel, sum of it all, of what hiring companies are looking for. To transition from college to career, we have put together a number of courses and workshops so that when you're ready, you can find templates, checklists, exercises, as well as being able to have practice guides, study guides, refreshers, just so it's all sitting there. Check out our website. But I will say this, we are awfully glad you are here. In the Career Success Academy, our mission again is to take you to that next job or the next step in your career. And as the times get ever more challenging, we hope that you'll follow closely with our channel. So again, I'll ask you, if you like the video, please give us a thumbs up. Please ring the little bell so that you get notified when our next video is coming out. We're awfully glad that you're here. Again, my name is Steve. Please leave your comments below, and we'll look for you on the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.